Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News. Thanks for stopping by the station today.
Jasper from Central College.
Great. All right, so let's just go ahead and get down to business here. So as you're well aware, there was an editorial written yesterday by a former development officer from Central College named Albert Matheson, who wrote about extravagant expenditures coming from Central College. What is Central College's response to these allegations?
I guess the thing that we want to broadcast the most is all funds have been accounted for throughout this whole process. And one thing that we really want to make clear, especially to our donors, our potential donors, because right now we're on the eve of the capital campaign, which is supposed to launch in 3 months, which is a big scholarship endowment fund. Our goal for that program is to get $15,000 in donations, contributions for scholarships. And right now we're about 15 million, sorry. And right now we're about 5 million. And so what we're really trying to do, and what we want the public to know, especially with this report coming out, is that our president, Dr. DeWitt, needs to, I guess in layman's terms, he needs to spend money to make money. He really believes that fostering these relationships isn't more than just, hey, let me go get a cup of coffee, let me shoot these prospective donors an email. We really want to, we have to develop them, and sometimes that takes money. So this discretionary fund that Mr. Matheson mentioned was that this is just our president spending money to make some money.
And part of the allegations also noted that expenses from this discretionary fund are going to fund the president's wife travel. Can you comment on that?
The president's wife, whenever she's a participant at any conference, she pays her own way if she's a participant. And I guess going back to the last point, sometimes she's necessary to foster these relationships. She's an important figure in the university. She is the president's wife, so sometimes she's necessary to come to these events. So sometimes that's just bills that need to be paid.
And who has oversight over this discretionary budget? Is it just the president spending money as he pleases, or is there some sort of oversight or committee that looks at what he's doing?
The president's assistant was given, I guess not full control, but she was in charge of the discretionary budget. The budget was from the annual fund. Some of the money was allotted from the annual fund and I guess put in charge of the president and his assistant for these expenditures.
Is anybody besides the president's assistant looking at this?
Not to our knowledge right now. All, like I mentioned, all funds have been accounted for, and the proper people oversee the money.
And do any of these expenditures negatively impact anything for student programs or any initiatives that could be used to fund student programs or anything?
We really think we're putting our money where it needs to be put. We're really trying to look out for what's best for Central College. So right now we are spending the money, but all of this in hope that there can be more greater success and, I guess, better outcome for Central College as a whole.
And do the donors for this campaign know what their funds are going to be used for? Can they demarcate where the funds go or have any control over that?
At the moment, no. At the moment, we really feel that we know what's best for Central College. So we're, I guess, allotting the funds where necessary, but like I mentioned before, all the funds are being used for proper and for good reasonings, and no extravagant expenditures. That's what's called.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today.
Appreciate it.
So you got your thing?
Yes.
Perfect.
Not too bad. Okay, and then we have to watch the video, correct?
Yeah, I'll upload those either tonight or tomorrow to YouTube, and then the private account, and then I send out a link to those who go today.
Is that due?
Let's do on the 9th, I think.
Okay, so that's what
Yeah, and writing a short reflection.
Okay, yeah. I think let's do this Friday is the creativity.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Let's see. I think Amina's next, so she's up there.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we're a little ahead, but.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
wasn't sure if you were recording.
No, you're good.
Hello.
Hi. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door.
Oh, sorry. No, you're fine. You're like, is it okay to hold like a piece of paper or something?
Yeah. Go ahead and set it. I want to see. All right, that's okay. You ready?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Hello, I'm Amina and I work with Communicate.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming to the studio today.
Thank you very much for having me.
So let's go ahead and just get down to business here. So, as you know, there was a recent editorial in the Baltimore Sun from someone who claims to be a former development officer at Communicate, claiming that the organization spends extravagantly on luxury dinners, retreats to five-star hotels, and other extravagant expenditures, are his words. What is your response to these claims about Communicate's financial practices?
Would like to say that they're completely false. Yes, we did spend a few money on the the luxury dinners, but that was so that we could further build the relationship with our donors. You can't do something like create a long-term relationship with coffee or a donut or over email, so we had to go with the dinners and something that they could appreciate. And as well as and as for the staff retreat, we did the staff retreat at the resort of one of our board members. She owns a retreat and she lets organizations that she works with use the place.
But does any of this spending used to, as you say, build relationships mean that fewer resources can be provided to Baltimore's low-income families?
Oh no, definitely not. Our main priority are the people, both the people we serve as well as our employees, and we'd never do anything to damage that relationship. We always put the people first, and that's why when the money, it's just a little fraction, and the little fraction is to build long-term relationships until these donors can further fund our programs.
Mm-hmm. And who has oversight over this discretionary budget?
The president does.
Mm-hmm. Just the president, no other accountability?
The president, his staff, as well as the directors for each agency that are allocating the set amount.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And are there any external audits conducted of the organization?
Yes, we do have external audits. You're welcome to, I'll forward you the information later on. I don't currently know it offhand.
Mm-hmm. And can you comment on Communicate's relationship with Mr. Matheson, who wrote the editorial from the Baltimore Sun?
Well, as I'm not sure if this came to light, but Mr. Matheson was fired for falsifying expense reports, and we definitely can believe that he did this to, he's a disgruntled employee who is frustrated and angry at our company, but we haven't done anything
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm. And what might you say to anyone who may be hesitant to contribute to the capital campaign after reading this editorial?
Our mission, and one we've maintained consistently, is to attack the problem of homelessness as well as get the people, the Baltimore community out of poverty and help the citizens find work. We've consistently done that since the founding of our organization, and it's something that we'll continue to do. We believe that you guys should trust us because we've established ourselves as the leading organization in helping people out of homelessness.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
All right, insane. You can get your news release, and for other grades and comments are online, but these are just the hard drafts. Not all of them have names, which is confusing.
Yeah.
I think yours did.
Yeah, I think that's mine. Yeah, I think that's mine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Yeah.
How do you think I did?
Good. Good. You had some good nonverbals.
Yeah.
Some caring.
I stuttered a lot. Is there someone else, or should I call them?
Emily, if she's out there. Hi. Do you want to put your back down or need? And do you have any notes that you want? Are you good? You don't have to.
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming to the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's go ahead and just get down to business. So as you're aware, there was an editorial in the Baltimore Sun yesterday from someone who claims to be a former development officer of Communicate, talking about the organization having extravagant spending regarding luxury dinners and even retreats to five-star hotels. What is Communicate's response to these allegations?
So our Communicate president made the decision to allocate a portion of the funds we received for our capital campaign toward, I guess I say, his secret budget that went toward building effective relationships with people whom he felt could be potential donors for future projects.
Mm-hmm. And secret budget, is that does anybody have oversight over this? Like, who has control over this secret budget?
So the Communicate president made the decision not to disclose this information within the organization or to the public. That is definitely a question that could be directed toward him, but he made the decision to not inform our affiliate organizations or our donors where these funds were being allocated, which is the cause of this issue.
Mm-hmm. And what is the reason for this lack of transparency?
I don't think that the Communicate president wanted the focus of these campaigning efforts to be on specifically where the funds are being allocated, but more toward overall that these funds are going toward this campaign, which is going to serve as a foundation for our affiliate organization, Homes for All. And the funds from this campaign are going to be purchasing and renovating 12 properties in Baltimore, which is going to turn into homes for about 85 low-income families. And I think the Communicate president wanted the focus of the campaigning efforts to be solely on the Homes for All effort.
Mm-hmm. And can you comment on Communicate's relationship with Albert Matheson, the person who wrote the editorial?
Yes, so he was one of our development officers, and he was fired for having for a falsified expense report. I know that our HR department is the one who dealt with that, but that was the reason behind his termination.
Mm-hmm. And as a result of finding out that a staff member was having unethical usage of funds and falsifying reports, were there any changes made at Communicate as a result of that, structurally, in addition to firing Mr. Matheson?
So a new rule that we're implementing is being transparent among the entire board, within the organization, within each program, with all of our employees, with our affiliate organizations, and making sure everybody's on the same page on where these funds are being allocated.
Mm-hmm.
And if the president makes a decision to allocate a portion of those funds to a specific program or to build effective relationships with potential donors, that needs to be disclosed as well within the community or within the organization and externally to the public and to the donors.
But earlier you mentioned that the secret budget, like the president wasn't disclosing where those funds were going. How does that go in alignment with this transparency policy?
Right, so this is an issue and we are taking responsibility for it. We should have been transparent to begin with. We should have been proactive about the situation, and unfortunately we're not, and now we are dealing with the repercussions and we are being reactive about it, which is being transparent both internally and externally with the public. And unfortunately, what happened, and we can't redo it. And right now we're just focusing on regaining the trust of our stakeholders and our clients.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say to anyone who might be hesitant to contribute to your capital campaign as a result of these allegations?
This is not an excuse or a justification for the situation, but I would let them know that all funds have been accounted for. There's been no financial discrepancy. There was just a misappropriation of some of the donations, but that all funds are going toward essentially the same affiliate program, Homes for All, whether it's directly going toward it or indirectly by the president securing an effective relationship. Now, that is not how we should move forward. We should be transparent and let them know ahead of time before you donate, this is where your money would be or potentially go toward, but reassure them that their money in fact is there and is going toward this Homes for All program.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for stopping by the studio today and talking about Communicaid's response to the situation.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Okay. And you can get your news release. Again, the grades and comments are also online, but some of them didn't have names, so if you recognize. These are all valuable.
This is my old one.
Okay. So please only grab the wrong one. Sarah. This isn't yours?
Yeah, because I remember I put the big.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Are you showing these recordings to the class?
No, I'm uploading it to YouTube on a private account and then emailing it to like everyone who's going. It's just on record now, but everyone going today will have access to these. So
Okay.
it's not, we're not gonna like watch them in class, but yeah, I'll send the link either tonight or tomorrow for you to review for the reflection.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Hey. Hi. It's hard. Harder to get Alright, so you can put your bag down. Do you need your notes or anything?
I didn't bring anything.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden.
Hi, I'm
from
Sarah
ABC
from Valley Links. Really nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by the studio.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and get down to business.
All right, let's do it.
So as you know, there have been allegations that Valley Link provided kickbacks for the last 3 years to Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rollins Blake and 4 city councilors in return for support for Valley Link's selection as a preferred vendor for the city's government. What is Valley Link's response to these allegations?
Well, first off, we just want to make it very clear that we had no intention of doing any of this. We didn't know about any of the stuff that was happening, and from what we can presume, it was all regarding our former employee who doesn't work for us anymore. It was all his intentions of doing this. He thought that it would be better for us if we were on the support with the councilman and the mayor and them, but as a company, those aren't really our intentions. So we just want to make that clear that those were not our goals or anything to get their support in not a genuine way.
So I know you mentioned the employee who had been terminated for falsifying expense reports. So it seems as if Valley Link has had a history of some financial mismanagement for at least 6 months. What oversight is there at Valley Link for finances?
Well, we have our accounting department, obviously. We have our CEOs and CFOs that try and look over everything, and really really try and make sure everything is in line with our values and our missions to help the community, to help everyone who is our customers, really. So we do, obviously there are some slip-ups like in any company, but with those documents and with our former employee, we did get that squared away right away. We did terminate his employment. So we just hope that we can move forward from this and get back to our reputation that we really think our clients want from us.
And has this situation at all affected the plans for expansion of the Commercial Link program?
If any, we're trying to reach out to all of the customers that we have right now and make sure that everything that we can do for them is what we are doing. We're making sure that everything is in line and that nothing negative will come out of this. But going off that, we're going to try and keep all of our current clients, but also expand to more. We know that some businesses might see us in maybe a more negative way because of the situation, but we're going to try and reach out to them even more so and try and prove ourselves that we are someone that they can trust.
And my understanding is that ValueLink must now submit a new proposal to the government for the ISP contract that it got from these illegal dealings with the former employee and the government officials. What is ValueLink planning on resubmitting a contract for this?
Well, yeah, like I said before, we're going to take all the necessary steps that we need to in order to get everything squared away and get us back on the positive light and back in the positive, views of the community and the government and everybody that seems to think that we are, even corrupt, some would say, in the political way. So we're definitely going to take all the necessary steps in order to get back to where we were.
So is this all just a public relations stunt?
I don't think so. I wouldn't want to put that work on myself or the rest of my team, but we're definitely going to try and get our good press back out of there.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. So I have.
It's like a fake camera and I'm like sweating.
Real camera.
It's a fake news interview.
What are you talking about? Let me upload this. There you go. Listen, I'm a tough reporter.
How people do that on television. Like on Fox? God, I would die.
All right. Well, how do we do it? Okay, so Symphony's next if she's out there. Wow, all ValueLink ones are in a row. All right.
Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, you're done.
Oh,
That's
wow.
all.
Look at
You
that.
can get your heart rate back.
Whew. That wasn't that bad. So like, make myself conscious to not say like or Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, you can come in. need to, anything?
That we can have minutes.
Yeah. You don't have to. Plenty of people have done it without them. Perfect. Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from
Hi.
ABC2 News.
I'm Symphony Dixon. I'm a public relations representative from Valley Link.
Great. Feel free to have a seat. Thanks so much for stopping by the studio today. So let's go ahead and just get down to business. As you know, there have been accusations that Valley Link has provided kickbacks for the last 3 years to Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake and 4 city councilors in return for support for Valley Link's selection as the preferred vendor for the city government. What is Valley Link's response to these allegations?
Well, first of all, Valley Link would like to say that we learned about these charges the same time as the public, but we understand this is disappointing news to those who support us. So we are taking all the necessary steps to show that we can uphold our integrity and be very transparent to our public.
Mm-hmm. And it's my understanding that these allegations were raised by an employee who had been terminated 6 months ago for falsifying expense reports. It seems as if Valley Link may have a history of financial mismanagement. What oversight is there at Valley Link for its finances?
Well, according to our president, Gerald Matheson was a former employee who was a sales manager of the account that was handling the press for the Baltimore government officials, and we believe that any misconduct that only occurred between Gerald Matheson and 2 Baltimore officials who are Kevin Brown and John Tucker.
Mm-hmm. So have any changes been made at Valley Link as a result of this, or is this just seen as an abnormality?
Well, we do consider it an abnormality, but we are taking the necessary steps. For instance, we are including more frequent and more thorough background checks for future and current employees, and any employee that will be working on a government account will be overseen by someone higher up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And my understanding is that Valley Link must now submit a new proposal for the government ISP contract. Is Valley Link planning on doing that, submitting a new contract?
Yes, we are planning to submit a new proposal, and it's just something we want to do to make sure that this crisis doesn't prevent us from doing things that we want to do in the future.
Mm-hmm. And has the situation affected any of the plans for expansion of the commercial link program?
Well, we never wanted to do anything that would jeopardize our consumers' trust in us, but we have a 65% market hold in the Baltimore area, and we appreciate the loyalty that the community has given us, and we do hope to expand to areas outside of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today.
Thank you.
All right. And I have your news release. Put your name on yours. Very good. There you go. And the other the grading comments are online. Yep. Bye. Lizzie is next.
Okay.
What?
I was just making sure I was in the right place.
Yeah, but I'll have you sit outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at 142, right?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Well, his paper's here. It's Cecilia.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Madden. Welcome to ABC2 News.
Hi, Elizabeth Danko, PR rep for Valley Link.
Great. Thanks for stopping by the studio and talking with us today.
Of course.
So let's go ahead and just get down to business.
Okay.
As you're aware, there have been recent allegations that Valley Link provided kickbacks for the last 3 years to Baltimore city officials in return for support for Valley Link's selection as the preferred vendor for the city government. What is Valley Link's response to these allegations?
Well, we actually just found out about these allegations the same time the news article came out. We are currently investigating it within our company, making sure that we have taken care of all the employees that we suspect are involved in and making sure that everything is taken care of and we continue to promote our brand as a loyal company and someone that is not involved in something that's corrupt like this. One of our former employees that we fired about 6 months ago when we found out he falsified expense reports, he has been terminated, but we suspect that he was involved and we're currently looking into that to make sure that it was him, not someone else, and making sure that we have taken care of everything that needs to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm. And as a result of this, is Valley Link making any changes to the way that it operates or handles financials or seeks these government contracts?
We're definitely going to take more precautions in reviewing our expense reports as well as just all of our financial reports because this shouldn't have happened and it's very embarrassing for our company and we're sincerely sorry to the public for being involved in something like this because this isn't one of Valley Link's principles and something that we follow, so we're really trying to improve and no longer have this happening. We're currently looking into all the expense reports to make sure that this is the only time this has ever happened and we're going to try and implement some new plans to make sure that this doesn't happen again going forward.
Mm-hmm. And has this situation affected any of the plans for expansion of the commercial link program?
It is not. I mean, we definitely are going to, we're apologizing a lot. We're going to try and repair a lot of our relationships that have been harmed from this before we move forward, so it has hindered us a little bit, but we are planning to continue expanding because Valley Link wants to continue to be loyal and we want to continue to be a company that really just is there for the public and helps the community out.
Mm-hmm. And my understanding is that Valley Link must now submit a new proposal for the government ISP contract. Does
correct.
Valley Link have plans to do that?
Yes, we just because this happened, which is really unfortunate, this wasn't what happened with all of our government employees and we were still like pretty fair provider for all the rest of the employees. So we're really trying to continue to keep that relationship with the government as well as our public schools because we are involved in both of those and we're a local internet provider and we don't really want the big companies coming in. We want to kind of keep it local and really have that excellent customer service with our government, make sure that they're having no problems with their internet so that way they can do their jobs without any problems. So we're going to try to continue to keep that relationship. Obviously this may hurt our campaign a little bit, but we're going to try and focus on everyone that didn't participate in the kickbacks and hopefully that will not hinder us too much in the future.
Great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio and responding to the situation. All right. So I have, yeah, here's yours.
Thank you. This made me nervous. I was like, wait, am I supposed to bring something to class today?
Oh no, I'm giving stuff back.
No.
It's presents.
Thanks. I love presents.
The best. All right. Looks like Sam's next.
Yeah, he's sitting out there. Thought we would be on time for some.
Yeah, he's early. I'm like, you're not next.
Well, did I do okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll upload the videos either tonight or tomorrow morning for you to look for the reflection.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Sam Rubin, Communications for Valley Link.
Great. Well, feel free to have a seat.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just get started. As you're well aware, there have been some accusations leveled against Valley Link that employees have provided kickbacks for several years now to some Baltimore city officials in return for support for Valley Link's selection as the preferred vendor for the city government.
Right.
What is Valley Link's response to these allegations?
So we would like to start off by saying we're unaware of any kickbacks that were potentially given to any federal or local official. A recent employee of ours we have just terminated goes by the name of Gerald Matheson. He was fired for falsifying some expense reports. He was also a member of many of our government communication links. We believe he was one of the people providing those kickbacks to the government without us knowing, and hence these falsified expense reports could have been reflected of those.
And have there been any changes to the oversight of Valley Link's finances as a result of these different scandals?
No, we at Valley Link feel that it's important that we stick to our principles and stick to what we do and don't let this outsider negativity try to bring us down. We know that we personally as an organization have not done anything improper. We're filing legal complaints against Mr. Matheson and taking his route the legal just way, and we in turn are focusing on our product, our service, and our customers.
And has this situation affected plans at all in regards to the expansion of the commercial link program?
No, we really do plan on keeping up with that, and like I said, focusing on improving our product and improving our customer base.
And my understanding is that Valley Link must now submit a new proposal for the government ISP contract. Does Valley Link have plans to do that?
Yes, we do. We're currently in the process of building that and putting that together, and as soon as that is done, we will go and resubmit our plan for that.
And what team is responsible for putting together this new contract at Valley Link?
So we're taking members of the original team, and then like a few of them, as well as several new members to give like a different spin on it, to help improve the plan, change the plan, and spin it in a new way that shows why Commercial Link is so important and why the community should approve such a product.
So you mentioned spinning in a new way. That sounds like it might just be a bunch of public relations jargon. What is your response to that?
By spinning, I don't mean the wording of it. By spinning, I mean giving it a new outlook, giving it something different than what it previously had, and changing the things that people already didn't like to something that would be more beneficial and better, and fix that broken wheel within that proposal.
Great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by Valley Link.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So I have new release for you. The grading comments are on mine, but yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
All right. I think,
How's it going?
oh, that's fun. Yeah. Got my Valley Link all back to back, so I could stay in
really?
Valley Link mode.
So you're gonna be sick of us by the end of it?
Oh, pretty much.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I think Paola's next if she's out there.
Who, I'm sorry?
Paola?
Okay. I don't think she's here yet.
Okay. Hey.
Hello.
You can put your stuff down, and I'm gonna have you sit in that chair. Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Hi, I'm Paula Argetta from ValleyLink.
Great. Thanks for stopping by the studio.
No
Feel
problem.
free to sit down. So, we're just going to go ahead and get to business here. As you know, ValleyLink has recently had allegations against it about kickbacks provided to some local city officials over the past 3 years in an effort for return support for ValleyLink's selection as the preferred vendor for the city government. What is ValleyLink's response to these allegations?
So first and foremost, ValleyLink is very disappointed by any type of action that portrays the company to seem anything less than exceptional or favorable. One thing we would like to point out is that none of this occurred through ValleyLink's knowledge or through our approval. ValleyLink is speculating that it may be a potential previous employer who is now no longer with us that may have caused these unprofessional activities.
What was the relationship with the employee that you were talking about who may have leveled these allegations?
We speculate that it was a former sales representative. We fired them maybe 6 months ago for falsifying expense reports. So looking back at everything, we kind of see a connection, a link between partners that this individual worked with and potentially could have caused this situation, unfortunately.
And as a result of this internal investigation at ValleyLink, have any changes been made into ValleyLink's financial practices or oversight of these systems?
Well, definitely we are doing everything we can on our end to make sure that this does not happen again. This is more of a learning experience for us. We have seen the situation, we're trying to keep it under control, and as of now, everything is getting better. So this is just a learning experience for us. We're still trying to improve, and we're still trying to develop as a company because we have shown a lot of growth in the recent past, and we're trying to continue that growth. We don't want any action from somebody else to hinder everything we worked for.
And has the situation affected plans for the expansion of the commercial link program at all?
So actually, it has not. We have seen a lot of loyalty and support from the Baltimore community, and we really appreciate that. We want to be able to share that dedication that they've shown to us by expanding it to the rest of Maryland. So we are going to begin with Commercial Link and then followed by Personal Link to kind of demonstrate our development and growth as a company. We want to expand so that really now all of Maryland can enjoy ValleyLink.
And my understanding is that ValleyLink must now submit a new proposal to the Baltimore City government for the ISP contracts. Can you comment on if ValleyLink has plans to do that?
There's not really any comment at the time. We want to be able to keep everything sort of under control. So, first, once we're ready to release to the public, we will, just because we want to be able to make sure that everybody gets the best of what we have to offer. And we don't want to give it out until we're ready, until we feel like it's at the best for everybody else.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today and answering these questions.
No problem.
So I have questions somewhere, and I don't think you were here today. I turned back the exam, so I have that for you too.
Do I gotta keep the exam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This exam. I wasn't considered late, was I?
Today?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
We were right on time. We're just running a little bit ahead.
Oh, okay. Because I walked in.
No, they don't take quite 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine.
you.
Yeah, see you later. You can send Trisha in.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, do I just stay here?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, feel free to sit down. Thanks for stopping by the studio today to answer a few questions.
Happy to be here.
So let's go ahead and just get started. As you know, there have been some serious allegations against Healthway regarding a privacy breach for at least 2 patients utilizing the MailMed service. What is Healthway's response to these allegations?
We absolutely accept this responsibility. We're really dedicated at Healthway to transparency, and our goal is to provide the utmost quality service for our patients and build trust within the community. We see that there was an error here, a malfunctioning labeling machine, and we've gone ahead to investigate this further. We have found that the medications that had errors, which were dual prescription labels, those medications were for those patients, so those patients' health was not compromised, but we're taking this very seriously and making changes to make sure this will not happen in the future.
And what changes exactly are you making to ensure this won't happen?
Of course. So we are adding 2 full-time quality control officials to make sure that no error like this ever happens again, as well as we're auditing all the labeling machines to make sure we're having quality in these functions, and then as well we're educating all from people in the facilities that are distributing to pharmacy staff. We're educating all of them to make them aware of these issues.
And is this, are these additional quality control employees in any way a part of the expansion of the facility and the governor's New Jobs, New Opportunities initiative in Silver Spring, or is this separate?
This is separate, but definitely could go along with that, but we feel that given the recent circumstances and situation, we really want to be dedicated to the quality and health of our customers.
And has anybody been held accountable for this situation?
We really hold ourselves accountable as a whole. We are one company that works fully together, so there's not one individual that's responsible. There's many eyes overseeing this, and we take accountability really as an entire company to make sure something like this will never happen again.
And I know that there was a recent news release that went out about Healthway being awarded the Maryland State Employees Association contract to be the to have the MailMed program go to those members. Has this situation affected your relationship at all with the Maryland State Employees Association?
No, I think that we have reacted appropriately. We definitely take full responsibility for this, and we're taking precautions to make sure nothing like this ever happens again and investigating thoroughly. MailMeds is a new process, so sometimes with new processes there are hiccups. So we really reached out to the Maryland States Association to ensure their trust and maintain those positive relationships.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today.
So great to see you.
You too. All right, I have too much. I know
Oh,
grade
thank
in the
you.
comments are online, but
Perfect. Okay, well I will see you
see you
Monday
Monday.
with all the assignments.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Oh, and I'm uploading the recordings either tonight or tomorrow via the YouTube link.
Okay.
So it's private to the people going
Okay.
today. So.
Yeah. No problem if it
Yep.
gets out there. Thanks again.
Bye. Oh, hey.
Hi.
You're the last one. Great, so you can put your bag down.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Madden from ABC2 News.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you. Feel free to have a seat.
Okay.
Thank you so much for stopping by the
Of
studio
course.
today. So we're going to go ahead and just get down to business.
Yes.
As you know, there have been some serious allegations leveled against Healthway recently regarding a privacy breach for at least 2 of your patients in the MailMeds program. What is Healthway's response to these allegations?
At Healthway, we take full responsibility for the accusations that you are inquiring. We understand that there has been faulty miscommunication within our mail med system and in the systematic functioning of our systems. We understand that clienteles have been affected by privacy being, their confidentiality not being able to be kept secret, which is obviously on our topmost priority to make sure that our clients understand we value our customers, we value our trustworthy, and we would never intentionally harm any clientele and are willing to fix any issues that have occurred because of this malfunction.
And have any patient safety been compromised as a result of this malfunction?
Other than privacy issues, I don't believe any patient's actual safety has been issued because of this malfunction. I think that all the patients should be aware that we are working with the system completely, and we are going in. Their cost and efficiency is no problem for us. We will make sure that all the client's safety and all the client's personal data is kept well above the 2 clients that were already affected by this issue. And the 2 clients that were already affected by this issue, we were willing to work with completely, and will reach out to them and are completely able to help them with all the issues that have become because of on our part.
So at no point were the wrong pills given to any of your patients?
I do not believe any of the wrong pills have been given to any of our patients. According to this issue was not based upon anything other than a privacy confidentiality issue. So any other issues with our system, we will look into that, but I do not believe that should be an issue at this time.
And do you know what exactly caused this malfunction?
As I said, it's a systematic processing issue, which we are looking into at the moment. We are unsure of why exactly this happened, but we are putting all our cost effective into this issue. And as Marsha Robinson stated in the press conference that we had a few days ago, we are understanding that the system has had faulty issues, and we are understanding that we cannot utilize the system anymore until we fix these issues. The system works with over 350 consumers, and we know that people are looking forward to our system working and to the mail meds process working. So we are making sure that everything is kept, all the data is kept privacy, and everything is being handled properly.
Have any additional personnel been hired to help with this situation?
We are currently hiring management and consumer personnel to systematic managerial personnel to come in and help with working through the system and data that we are unable to fully work through ourselves, as we work through the marketing team and we work through the pharmaceutical team. We are helping with all the technical malfunctions. We have hired someone else to come in and fix every technical malfunction that we are dealing with at the moment.
And I know that a recent press release came out about Healthway's mail meds program for the Maryland State Employees Association. Has this situation affected your relationship at all with the Maryland State Employees Association?
As soon as this just came about, we went straight forward to the Maryland State Employees Association and spoke to them about the issue at hand. So they realized that we were taking charge and we understood what our part was in the issue, so that we can move forward and help our clients and work with them as well. So they are on full board with us and they understand what is going on, and we are keeping them updated with our processes as we're having them, and we will continue to work well with them. We are all on full board. We are our team, we are community, and Healthway prides itself on being an employee-friendly team and community that works well with others.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you.
And explaining the situation. All right, and I have some hard copy edits to your press release, but
I also I edited the talking points a little bit. I have if you wanted to see, I just added a few more things in.
Yeah.
But so just since my
Okay. Yeah.
And this is due the
That's not.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just your
that was
title.
it.
Yeah,
Perfect. Thank you so much.
yeah.
And I will see you Monday.
Yeah. See you Monday. Turn this thing off.